Did you know? A day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus. Venus takes 243 Earth days to rotate once, but only 225 Earth days to orbit the Sun. A day on Venus is quite different from a day on Earth, due to its unique rotational characteristics. Here are some key points about a day on Venus. 1. Length of a day. Venus has an extremely slow rotation on its axis. This means a day on Venus, one rotation, is longer than a year on Venus, one orbit around the Sun, which takes about 225 Earth days. 2. Retrograde rotation. Venus rotates in the opposite direction to most planets in the solar system, including Earth. This is called retrograde rotation. If you were standing on Venus, the Sun would rise in the west and set in the east. 3. Solar day versus sidereal day. While the sidereal day, one full rotation relative to distant stars, is 243 Earth days, the solar day on Venus is about 117 Earth days. This is because Venus orbits the Sun while it rotates, causing the Sun to appear in the sky more frequently than the rotation period alone would suggest.
Bananas are berries, but strawberries aren't. Botanically speaking, a berry has three distinct fleshy layers: the exocarp outer skin, mesocarp fleshy middle, and endocarp innermost part, which holds the seeds. For instance, a grape's outer skin is the exocarp, its fleshy middle is the mesocarp, and the jelly-like insides holding the seeds constitute the endocarp. Berries have seeds inside, which bananas do like grapes, but strawberries don't. Tell me in comments that you know that fact before. Sharks have existed for over 400 million years, predating the first trees, which appeared around 350 million years ago. This means sharks were already thriving in Earth's oceans long before forests began too. Sharks belong to an ancient group of fish called chondriches, which evolved during the Silurian period. Trees, on the other hand, evolved much later during the Devonian period, making sharks one of the oldest living vertebrate groups on. Sharks have survived multiple mass extinction events, including the one that wiped out the dinosaurs, showcasing their remarkable adaptability. Trees, while also resilient, evolved later and have undergone significant changes in form and diversity over time. Honey never spoils. Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old and still edible. Honey has a long shelf life due to its natural properties. 1. Low moisture, around 17 to 18%, preventing bacterial growth. 2. Acidity, pH of 3.2 to 4.5, inhibiting microbes. 3. Hydrogen peroxide, produced naturally, acting as an antimicrobial. 5. Storage, keep in a sealed container at room temperature, away from heat and light. 6. Crystallization, natural and reversible, doesn't spoil honey. 7. Quality, raw, unprocessed honey lasts longer. 8. Packaging, use non-reactive materials like glass. Properly stored, honey can last for years or even decades.
Did you know? There are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on Earth. The observable universe contains an estimated 200 billion to 2 trillion galaxies. If we assume an average of 100 billion stars per galaxy, the total number of stars in the observable universe is roughly 22 to 10 to the power of 24 stars. That's 1 followed by 22 to 24. The exact number of stars is difficult to determine because many stars are too faint or distant to detect. Galaxies vary greatly in size and star count. The universe is constantly expanding, and some regions are beyond our observational limits. Fun fact: if you tried to count every star in the Milky Way at a rate of 1 star per second, it would take you 3,000 to 12,000 years to finish. Did you know? Wombat poop is cube-shaped. Wombat poop is quite unique and has become a topic of interest due to its distinctive shape. Wombats, which are marsupials native to Australia. This unusual characteristic is believed to serve several purposes. 1. Marking territory. The cube shape helps Prevent the feces from rolling away, making it easier for wombats to mark their territory on rocks and logs. 2. Communication. Wombats use their scat to communicate with each other. The cube shape ensures that the feces stay in place, allowing other wombats to detect and interpret the scent marks more effectively. 3. Digestive efficiency. Wombats have a very slow digestive process, which can take up to 2 weeks. This allows them to extract maximum nutrients from their food, primarily grasses. The unique shape of their feces is a result of the drying of the feces in the wombat's long and flexible intestines, combined with the varying elasticity of the intestinal walls.